Hello there and welcome to your Thursday One show live on BBC One and iPlayer with Ronan, Keating
and Alex Jones. Now, if you love a Saturday night takeaway, we've got two boys who always deliver. Yes, Ant and Dec are on their way as we speak to explain exactly why Alison Hammond reacted like this.
And for those of you who want more of this... Oh my God, we look like two parents. Well, the wait is over.
It's your idea.
JLS announced earlier today that they're going back on tour with their greatest hits, and they will be here to tell us all a bit later.
Yes, plus it wouldn't be a Thursday without a one big thank you. And tonight's Spring Watch, Chris Packham hides inside a giant bin.
Of course he does.
To surprise recycling queen Lara Tarrant.
And as always, we want to hear from you. So send in your questions for tonight's guests in all of the usual ways.
Tonight we start with the sad news of the death of legendary football commentator John Motson. He was the voice of the beautiful game, and tributes have been flooding in all across social media. Here
are some memories we've gathered about the man himself.
Now Tudor's gone down for Newcastle. Radford again. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Radford the scorer!
Football won't be the same without him. He had a decent quip for everything that happened.
And there it is! The crazy gang have beaten the Culture Club.
And I remember every Saturday hearing that voice, and you knew it was tea time and you knew it was football time.
Villiers. And still Ricky Villiers! What a fantastic run! He scored!
Oh, he was the best. There was never been anyone like him before or since. He was the most remarkable football commentator. We'll all miss him greatly.
With him, there was no status. It didn't matter if you were Johan Cruyff or some fan of lowly Torquay United or someone. If you were passionate about football, whoever you were good for him.
I think it was about 78. We beat Tottenham 5-0 down at White Hart Lane, and Liam Brady done an absolute curler. He said, "Hey, look at that from Brady," and he was beaming. You'd think he was an Arsenal fan with it.
A broadcasting legend, a national treasure, and he was an inspiration certainly for me. I was 17 years of age. I sent him a letter asking how to become a commentator, and his response was the catalyst for my own career. And he cited two attributes: if you've got determination and enthusiasm, you can succeed. And 30 years on from that letter, I actually commentated on my first World Cup final. So those words of wisdom have been a lasting influence, and I'll be forever grateful to Motti.
He's standing and the snow's blowing in horizontal.
Yeah, and he's got his shoes.
He's got his coat up, and he's still reporting it. Yeah. And when he was short of words, it was just
Yeah.
And I came in the boys' enclosure over there for 9 old pennies, and it was an extra threepenny bit to join your dad in the stand.
Growing up, he was just the voice of like match of the day and football in general. Like, I remember seeing him with the big Del Boy like jacket with the flat cap as well, and always with the little microphone as well. Yeah, no, it was actually sick. R.I.P. him.
He was a remarkable man, slightly eccentric in many ways. But his knowledge of football, his incredible research that he put into his commentaries, I think shone through, and he'd always get the pitch absolutely right and nail the big moment. He was the best for me, and he'll be sorely missed.
Thank you to everybody who shared their memories, and our thoughts, of course, are with John's family and friends. Now then, still to come, they announced this morning that they're going back on tour. Well, tonight JLS will be here with a first TV interview to tell all.
Yes, but now it's time to say hello to our first guests. From Biker Grove to the jungle, this Geordie duo have OBEs and over 100 TV awards between them, almost as many as you and I.
Nearly.
We wish in our wildest dreams. Please welcome Ant and Dec!
How are you?
Welcome.
Stand up.
Hi.
Hello. You just
Never do that again.
How are you boys? You all right?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Very good.
It's nice to be back.
And well, we thought we'd make you feel at home, you see, with Angel of the North.
The Angel.
Lovely.
And Angel of the North is 25 years old.
Yes.
That 25 years old is when he first presented SMTV.
It is,
they say.
Yeah, we started SMTV August 1998. So yeah, it was the same time that the Angel was launched. I remember it kind of happening and being unveiled and all of that, and everybody going, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that."
Yeah, people didn't love it to start with.
Yeah,
they didn't like it to start with. A lot of people, but I think it's grown on a lot of people.
It's really
now it's a proper,
it's real.
It's a proper landmark.
Yeah, proper.
It is. Now, this weekend sees the return of Saturday Night Takeaway. Before we have a chat about it, let's let everybody know what they can expect.
It's time to win the ad. It's guaranteed to cause a sensation.
That nonsense. All of that nonsense.
All of that. Love it.
That's what you can expect.
Lots of fun there. And you've been working on this, haven't you, since last summer?
Yes.
So expectations are high, boys.
yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
No, we always have to kind of work on it throughout the year because we'll film the undercovers and the Amateur Celebrity Get Out My Ears throughout the year. And it just, there's a lot of ideas in it week on week. So we're constantly refreshing it. So it takes up all of our year, not just these 7 weeks.
Well, let's drill down to the different sections.
Drill away.
Absolutely. Let's talk. I'm a Celebrity. Get out of my ear.
Yes.
Who are you tormenting this season?
So this year we've got Claudia Winkleman.
I bet she's brilliant.
She was amazing. And,
really good.
And this one was a bit different because we took her out of like a home environment, which is where we normally do them, and we put her in a massive shopping. Can I say what it is?
Yeah, just say it.
It's a massive Swedish homeware store.
Okay.
No idea.
Oh, well done. I
no
said it.
So she's in IKEA, right?
Yeah.
And other Swedish hardware stores. No, I don't know if they are available. So she's in there, kind of talking to other customers and members of staff.
Brilliant.
And she's cringing.
Yeah.
So we've got her.
We thought with Claudia that she might be unembarrassable. You know, that she might just go for it all. She did go for it all, but there was a few times where we got her so close where she was like, "I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that.
Can't wait.
I'm not doing that."
It's really fun.
It's
Can't
fun.
wait to see
And
that.
she was game for a laugh.
So who else is on the list then, Ant?
We also did an Amateur Get Out My Ear with Joe Wicks. We try every year with different names, and sometimes, most of the time, they come back with a hard no. He was a hard no for many years.
Was he?
Really? Oh, yeah, he was like, no, it's a no. Then it was, no, I would love to, guys, but my diary won't allow me. And, of course, we never take no for an answer. We just kept coming back.
We're so annoying.
We're
so annoying.
Eventually he went, all right, I'll just do it. When do you want me? So we did it with him. And as it was the first frame of the shoot, and he was wearing his mic and he had his earpiece in. He just put his earpiece in, and we giggled in his ear. And he went, "Oh, why did I say yes to this?"
Immediately regretted it before we'd done anything.
Brilliant.
So,
Brilliant.
Deck, the mini-series is back.
Yes.
Now, so you do it every single week. This year, it's in Barbara Cartland's house.
I can't wait for this.
Yes.
So is it
What's it
romantic?
like?
No, it's not.
As you imagine it would
Is
be.
it?
It's a murder mystery. It's an Agatha Christie-style murder mystery. Right. It's called Murder at Bigwig Manor, and we don't ever talk about the fact it's Barbara Cartland's house. This was just the location.
Okay.
But a lot of TV presenters have been invited to the head of ITV's, the ITV Bigwigs Manor, to find out who's going to be hosting this brand new show, which is going to be a big ratings winner. And one by one, all of the TV presenters who are up for the job start getting killed off. So we have to find the killer at the manor.
I bet people, though, are tripping over themselves wanting to be part of this mini-series.
Yes.
And see inside Barbara Cartland's house. Yeah. I would have been on the phone going,
That's how we should have sold it to you.
You mean you're not in it?
no.
Oh.
She wasn't up for the job.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, no, we do. We get a lot of people wanting to come and do it, but we have to shoot it in 1 week, one specific week. So a lot of it is
Oh, that was that week we were away.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Now I remember. Deck, there's always fierce competition between you both with Ant versus Deck.
Yes.
It's back this year.
It is back this year.
What's
I'm
happening?
defending my trophy from last year.
I see. There's no
Defending.
way. There's no
Yeah.
way. There's
Defending.
absolutely no way I'm going to lose 2 on the bounce.
Well,
it's just not going to happen.
I won it last year and has had to do a forfeit all year.
Oh.
The forfeit was you had to put a post on social media every month for the last year saying how great I am. So that... You're on your last one now, actually, aren't you? We're going to do your last one tomorrow.
Weekend, yeah.
We're going to do that.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
So that is back. Hosted by Stephen Mulhern. So, you know, every silver lining has a cloud.
He actually pays us to be on the show. A substantial amount of money. Thanks, Stephen.
Now, what we love is the pranks.
Yes.
Obviously, you go undercover. This time, Alison Hammond gets it. I mean, I love Alison. You two are beyond a joke. Have a look at this.
She's here, she's here.
Welcome.
Look at the dolls. It's so naughty. Get me out of here. I'm 1,000,000% I'm not staying here. She's not staying.
Can we get any sound out there?
Find her and get her to the restaurant.
I feel it.
Let's take things up a little.
I have the ability to speak.
She's a fruit line and singer. Excellent. I actually feel a bit sorry for her watching that now, if I'm honest.
Dec, these pranks, they're so high risk, and
Yes.
that looked like it was going to go
She
wrong.
nearly walked, didn't she?
That is the one that nearly went absolutely haywire. Because she got there, she only, and it's the hotel that was supposed to be an overnight stay. She got as far as reception and she was like, I'm not staying here. This place is too spooky. She got out, got in the car and said, take me home. We're like, she can't go home. She can't go. We've set the whole place up. We've got hidden cameras everywhere. And she was like, no, I'm not going back in there.
We had to ring the plant, which was the producer from this morning,
Yeah.
and say, get her in, just get her into the restaurant for a drink at least, and then we'll try and get her to stay at the hotel. We then had to ring the driver and say to the driver, there's another job for you down the road to just get him away. So she didn't have a car to go to. We had to do anything we could just to keep her there.
But
because
see, that's the brilliant thing,
it
because
would
you
have
two
been
having
blown.
to think on your feet don't
Yeah.
you, the whole time. It's
Yeah.
like live, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But that is the one that, very nearly didn't happen. That's the closest it's been to falling apart.
Well, there's genuine panic in our faces when you watch it.
Oh, I love
on
it.
Saturday night.
It's so good.
That
It's great to
makes
see
it
the
even better.
behind-the-scenes stuff there. But you guys have actually shot a documentary. Are
Yes.
you shooting?
Well, we're shooting
Yeah.
as we go. Yeah, we're doing behind the scenes on Saturday Night Takeaway. But so you see warts and all, you see everything of what it takes to put this together and the things that nearly go wrong and the things that do go wrong. Every year when we put the show together, things fall apart at the last minute and there's changes
pull out,
there's all sorts of things. So we thought it would be fun. We've been huge fans of things like Drive to Survive, behind the scenes of F1 and Full Swing, the new one about golf. So we just said it would be interesting to do one behind the scenes of an entertainment show.
I think people will lap it up.
We should do one.
Do you know what?
We should do one here.
Yeah, we should.
There you are.
Okay. Is that our second commission?
Maybe we're doing one right now.
Leave it with us.
Maybe. Well, you never know with this
But
Fab.
it's interesting, and I think there's lots of fans of telly out there who like watching it, but also love how it's made. I know when I was a kid, I used to love seeing how things were made. So I think if you're interested in any of these shows, it's always lovely to see behind the scenes.
It really is. We've got loads of questions for you. Have we got time?
Okay.
Heidi says, I'm Ant and Dec's biggest fan.
Hi, Heidi.
My question to them is, what is your favourite part of Saturday Night Takeaway?
The fact that it's live, I think, and things can go wrong, and they don't always go smoothly, and it's joyous. It's a lovely bit of joy on a Saturday night.
It's the happiest 90 minutes of the week. And we absolutely love being.
And it's like traditional family telly.
Yeah,
That's the lovely thing about it.
And that's what we love is kids can watch it with the grandparents and the parents and the whole family on the sofa. We love that. We used to have that as kids. So
I know, and there's not
nice to
so
do that.
much of it, is there?
There's not so much, no. It's a privilege to host it. It really is.
Well, Ant and Dec Saturday Night Takeaway returns this Saturday at 7 o'clock on ITV1 and ITVX. Now then. These two aren't the only ones who can spring a surprise. No, you see. Every Thursday, we love to celebrate some people who've done amazing things in their community with our one big thank you.
Yeah, tonight it is the turn of Lara Tarrant, the recycling queen of Winchester. Here's why her friends think she's so special.
Lara deserves this one big thank you because she does so much for her community and so much for the planet.
Lara Tarrant started collecting waste at her home in Winchester when she realised there were lots of things that couldn't be recycled in our weekly curbside pickup.
I think it's really good what she's doing and that she's changing other people's lives.
As it grew, Lara dedicated her back garden, her front garden and space in her house, turning her property into a recycling HQ.
We had a few people dropping off their old crisp packets, biscuit packets, and from there, through word of mouth, it just got bigger and bigger.
Bread bags, biscuit wrappers, toothpaste containers, toothbrushes, and all of these things that we were all feeling so guilty about going into landfill, we were able to take to a bin at Lara's house and know that they were going to be recycled.
Lara sorts the rubbish into different bins before sending it to specialist recycling companies, and she encourages others to do as she does.
We had people from the community come around our house as well to have recycling parties. We'd help all package up the things together.
The whole community has been inspired by her commitment.
I'm very proud to count Lara as a friend. She's done so much to save the planet.
She doesn't think about herself when she does it. She puts other people before herself.
Oh, well, Lara's clearly making a great environmental impact in her local community, and we knew just the man, didn't we, to surprise her.
We did. This week, we're in Lara's hometown of Winchester, and we've enlisted the help of Springwatch presenter and fellow environmentalist Chris Packham to surprise her.
Now then, we all like to do our bit when it comes to reducing waste. But from what I've heard, Lara has gone the extra mile. So when the One Show got in touch and said, could you help with the one big thank you, I jumped at the chance.
Lara has no idea Chris is here, of course. Our team is posing as a local news crew, come to interview her about her recycling. And what better backdrop for an interview about rubbish than some bins?
This is where we set up our surprise, because I'm going to jump inside this bin here and secrete myself. Then she's going to come back for a photo call, and lo and behold, I'll be the Jack in the box.
As Chris gets into position in the bin, it gives him time to reflect.
I've been sat in some unusual places throughout the course of my life, normally in pursuit of animals, of course, but this is a new high, or is it a new low?
Before long, Lara arrives for her scheduled interview.
Hi, hello.
As Lara's wired up with a mic, Chris waits silently, just metres away from the interview.
So, can you explain in a nutshell, basically your recycling initiative, what you've been doing?
Yes.
I think I can hear Lara outside.
I realised that there was a huge amount of plastic, especially in my bathroom. So I decided to go zero waste and found it almost...
As the interview gets into full flow,
it became really popular.
Chris pushes his luck with a little peek.
I had 500 people coming to my home address, dropping off their rubbish.
Luckily, it goes unnoticed. With the interview in the bag, it's time for some post-shoot photographs. A change of background means that Chris is on the move. With the new arrangement all set for the photographs, Chris waits for his cue, which is the countdown from the photographer.
3, 2, 1.
And here he is. There's a double take from Lara.
Hello.
Hello. I know you from the telly, obviously.
Well, you're on telly now because you're on the One Show, because I'm very pleased to be here to say one big thank you to you for everything that you've done for recycling.
Thank you.
And saving waste.
Thank you.
You'd be surprised to see me popping out of a bin.
I was.
I'm set for landfill. I refuse to go and contribute even more to the world's waste. Lara, come with me.
Waiting inside a nearby pub are Lara's friends and family.
We've got something more to show you on here.
Hi Lara, it's Ronan here from The One Show. Your work recycling waste from all over Winchester is nothing short of incredible. Your efforts are not only helping the environment, but benefiting your local community too. And here are some other familiar faces who also want to say a massive thank you to you, Lara.
Thank you, Lara. Thanks for all your efforts and encouragement and time spent on your various recycling and reusing efforts. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for saving the planet.
Well done.
Thank you, Lara. Along with your group of amazing collectors, you are definitely our local hero. Thank you.
We really think you deserve this one big thank you for all your recycling projects.
We're all so proud of you, so keep up the good work. It does make a difference.
And one of Lara's idols, actor and singer Luke Evans, sent this message.
So The One Show has been telling me about your amazing work. So a big round of applause to you, my love. You're fantastic. Keep doing what you do. And everyone in Winchester should be very proud and lucky to have you. Big love.
I am overwhelmed because I had no idea.
What's your message to the nation?
Don't throw anything away. Nothing. It can all be reused somewhere.
Now, we love to hear stories of people like Lara doing amazing things in their community. So if you know a special someone, get in touch. One big thank you at bbc.co.uk and tell us all about them.
Do. Now then, fans everywhere were relieved when JLS got back together, but there's more. This morning they announced a new tour, and before we chat, here's why everybody is in love with them.
Everybody in love, put your hands up. Everybody in love, go put your hands up. Everybody in love, let's just get back together. We should have never broke up. They're telling me that my heart won't beat again. Makes me wanna. Now everybody's itchy.
Lovely. Please welcome Marvin, Aston, JB and Orisha. Thank you. Welcome back, lads. Great to have you here. Congrats on the new tour. Orisha, how are you feeling about it?
Oh man, we're feeling absolutely incredible. The reaction from the fans has been mind-blowing. I mean, you know, to be here all these years later and have such loyal fans that want to come out and see us, it's crazy. You know, a lot of fans, a lot of artists, fans jump from artist to artist, whoever's hot in the moment. But for some reason, the JLSers, they stick around.
Stay loyal.
They stick around.
You're a good bunch. Now then, Marvin, Ronan was showing me your signature move earlier on. I couldn't do it.
Nearly there.
I can't do it. It looks like I'm hyperventilating. So what's on the new tour? What can we expect? Are you going to do that move?
Of course, all the hits, you know, it's called the Everybody Say JLS Hits Tour. But we wanted to do something a bit different that we've never done before. So I'll do a bit of DJing. Aston does a bit of DJing now. So we're doing like a DJ sound clash in the show. We'll play tunes from the noughties, the 10s, up until the present day. You know, you play a Tiny Temple record, I'd play a Calvin Harris, and then maybe a bit of Life as a Roller Coaster.
Don't let that put you off.
We wanted to do one big party, you know, so that every night, you know, the show feels different, and we're going to have some guests as well. So, yeah.
JB, you boys got back together 2020. How has it been different this time around?
I mean, obviously, we came on here and told everybody the news, and it was such an incredible reception. I think we ended up doing 29 dates. But then, of course, it all got called off because of the pandemic, which is the biggest frustration. Obviously, it's such a huge success, and we were honestly blown away by it. So this time around, we all feel like, you know, this is going to be the time that we can actually do what we would have done, you know, had everything been all fine.
Yeah, but you know, you've got a loyal fan base, but the super fans, Aston, are your kids, aren't they?
The kids are super fans.
They know the songs better than you do. We see the videos.
Honestly, they really do. They're actually watching now as well, so hi guys. But you should be in bed.
Look how cute.
I know, bless them. They actually put us to shame a little bit with their memories. They remember lyrics better than us. The routines, it's a bit like, no, Daddy, it doesn't go that way. It's this way. And you're a bit like, great, okay, great. I'm out of a job already. So yeah.
Well, the JLS Juniors came out on stage, the O2 last year.
Yes.
You know, will we see a full performance from them this year, maybe?
Ooh, you never know.
Oh,
I mean, to be fair, if we bring them on stage this time, they probably will not want to leave the stage.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
100%.
Marv, your eldest daughter, Alaya, she's basically your social media manager.
She is indeed.
How does
I've
that work?
only got a TikTok account because of her, and you know, Aston has been doing it for years. She follows Aston and Auntie Sarah. Comes to me and says, "Oh, can we do some of these?" I'm like, "Okay, we'll do one that Aston did." And she's like, "No, Daddy, Aston did that 2 weeks ago. It's not on trend anymore.
Come on.
We need to do one that's on trend." So you know, she's all over it. You know what I mean? Thank you, Alaya, for keeping Daddy up to date.
Now, we had a big conversation about officiating in the meeting today.
Right.
Officiating at weddings.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yes. Now, so lots of people do it. Adele did it, didn't she? And Alan Carr's wedding. Batch Benedict. Wasn't it?
When did it come back?
Sorry, Benedict, if you're watching. And so, GB, you did it at Aston's wedding, didn't you?
Did, yes.
This is a good sidelight.
Do you know what? I was obviously honoured to be asked to do it. And yeah, it was just such a surreal moment, you know. Obviously, I was very, very pleased to be involved, you know, in the wedding and you know, to see Aston get married to Sarah. Obviously, they've been together for a very long time. We've known both of them, obviously, as long as they've been together. So, yeah, it was a very special moment.
And you smashed it. He did amazing.
It's very
So
good.
Yeah, it's very, very
so
good.
turkeys one day, married people the next day.
Yeah,
brilliant.
On stage next day.
Yeah.
He's got-
That's it.
Now, you guys are no strangers to Ant and Dec Saturday Night Takeaway. You've done the end of the show. Very energetic performance.
Yes.
I can't believe they wouldn't send you a car, though. It's a run from the tube.
That's the traffic around White City. That's West London traffic, that is.
Yep.
They were great, though. Always great, aren't they?
That was
Always
that
great.
performance.
That was legendary. And you know what's crazy is that, you know, our big 2 comeback performances was with you guys here on the One Show, and it was
on
with
Saturday Night
and it was on Saturday Night
Takeaway.
Takeaway,
Yeah.
and that was just unreal. I mean, by the way, these guys are creative geniuses. Seriously, because that was one of our. No,
I won't hear of it. Well, you carry on.
honestly, it was one of the most exciting performances that we ever
just
done.
tweet that as well.
Yeah,
Lads, you brought out new music last year. Will you be doing some new music on the tour?
I mean, yeah, it was literally end of 2021, the album come out. We've not actually been able to perform any of that, so we'll definitely be doing some of those tracks on the tour.
Excellent.
New music, maybe we'll get in the studio this year. We just haven't had the chance yet, so fingers crossed.
Okay, let's do some questions then. Cass says, I'm a huge fan of JLS. My question to you is, if you could have any special guest join you on tour, who would it be and why?
Ant and Dec. Let's get ready.
Geniuses.
Absolutely. Soph asks, will Aston be doing his signature backflips?
Why you went silent?
I'm not sure. Well, Marvin normally answers this for me, to be
Yes,
honest. Every
yes.
time I ever get asked this question, you normally answer. So let's
he
throw it to
will.
Marvin, shall we?
Marv?
He definitely will be back for it.
He will.
Yeah,
there we go,
definitely,
yeah.
yeah.
Don't you still do it? Good man.
Chloe asks you boys, what's the most memorable, you as in you two, what's the most memorable moment that's happened on Takeaway over the years?
Oh, blimey.
creative geniuses and all. Creative geniuses and all.
Yeah, your performances a few years ago.
Well, I think I'm right in saying, Honor, that your performance, or when you were back on the show, was the last performance we had in front of an audience before the pandemic.
Yeah,
That's right.
So that was quite weird, doing it in front of no audience at all. So going from having these guys and the whole place rocking, then to the following week having no audience, that was pretty memorable.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's in the past. We're through it.
Comment, Nick says, he was, for John Mostyn, he was the greatest football commentator of all time. Great knowledge of the game and spoke to you like a friend. Thanks for the memories, John. That's lovely.
Gosh, there's so much on social media today, isn't there? My goodness. Well, tickets, we should say, for JLS's tour go on sale on the 3rd of March. Good day, that, isn't it?
3rd of March. Great day.
Excellent people born.
Yes. That's all we've got time for tonight. Thanks to all of our guests. Too many to mention.
Jermaine and I will be back tomorrow, and we'll be joined by Ollie Mears and actor Daniel Mays, and he'll be here with a special performance from Guys and Dolls. Have a very lovely evening. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.